You can record. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to...
Why are we even worried about that? We have flashback.
I know. Skip back, you mean?
Whatever it's called.
I know. Welcome to the next part of Bloodborne. So, while we were off camera, I farmed 127, now 126 blood vials because in the last part I ran out to get the one reborn. Which I still proclaim as easy, but anyways,
yeah, that's a mistake.
So yeah, I did that. I think I wear the Evelyn now? No, I don't. But I did level up, I think, I don't remember how many times, but it wasn't really much. Got my blood tinge up. So, I'm not going to be buying the Chikage. I did a little quick Google search just to make sure it would be worth buying. And it does mostly blood tinge damage, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing the last side area, which is in the Cathedral ward. We got a key in the last part that allows us to enter this area. It is the Cathedral, Upper Cathedral ward is what it's called, I believe.
Yep, I see it. There's two bosses here.
Yes, one of them is disgustingly easy. Trust me on that one. Like, the easiest boss in the game.
Heard that story before.
And the second one, some people say, is one of the hardest bosses in the game. I say, yeah. I didn't really have too many issues with it. Yes, I say that a lot, and that doesn't bring me to good places. But,
it's okay. It just makes it all the more cathartic when he says, it's super easy.
But no, it's not so, okay, so this boss isn't super easy, but I find them to be not too bad. Do you accept that?
You know, I'm still waiting for him to mention the bosses that are actually really hard in this series. Because he keeps talking about all these bosses that aren't as hard as people say they are.
Okay. Every single DLC boss in this game.
Oh, so next part's gonna be fun.
Uh-huh. Because this part's probably gonna be way too short. I accidentally did an emote again, because I was holding X. Gosh dang it.
Good. You gotta look good.
The Joker's gotta look good. But, no, yeah, the DLC, every boss, I think, is hard, so. If that's what you were waiting for.
Well, I mean, it is.
The next part is where I'm scared about the DLC, because I feel like, now, well, most of these parts have been pretty, not easy, but straightforward. And the one Reborn was the only boss that I really kind of died on and stuff for a decent amount. I'm worried about that for the DLC. So there's a ladder up here. The Upper Cathedral ward doesn't make much sense, come to think of it, I don't think. Hold on, I need to see. The architecture is not going to make much sense. Oh, it's right up there, never mind. I think that's the Upper Cathedral ward. Wait, what's... Sky and the Cosmos are one. The choir. I don't think I've ever read that note before. That's in a very obscure location. And we got a guy, a crazy old man with a flamethrower! Who gave the old men flamethrowers?
Excellent question, and one I don't have an answer to.
Here's a chest, Radiant Sword Hunter badge, which means I can buy more new weapons. I don't know what weapons that one gives. The badges just give you weapons, or let you purchase more weapons. There we go.
I just keep waiting for you to open one of those chests and it being Link's tunic or something. I know that would never happen, but hey, you never know with the Dark Souls remake coming out on Nintendo Switch.
How tall is this tree? So this is the Upper Cathedral Ward. Again, this is how the architecture is kind of weird. Architecture. I cannot say architecture. But yeah, so it like links up to another area. This area for the most part, it's short. I don't think it's too difficult, personally. But it's not like the easiest thing at the same time. I don't want to just be like, yeah, this is too easy. Ow. As I already, like, fucked up. That's about right. I forgot that these guys even had those. Oh god, don't kill me! Oh! Oh! Close. Very close.
At least so.
Those are the hardest enemies here. There's some annoying enemies here. There's some nice ambiance in this area. This is one of the few areas that have ambiance. I think these guys inflict frenzy, so I probably shouldn't be killing them. They don't give many souls anyways. So yeah, I can barely hear the ambiance, but it's there. This is kind of like the only, or this is like one of the areas that is like, I would say is, they were definitely going for like a survival horror-esque theme. Because this area is
especially strange.
It's pretty spooky.
Because this whole game is kind of structured and themed like it probably should be like that, but...
I know. I mean, it is a pretty spooky game. Up and there, I am going crazy.
The game could have easily been a horror game if they wanted it to be. I mean, you saw the boss of the last part.
Ugh.
This could have easily been a horror boss.
It's disgusting. You know it. And of course, there's crows, because there's crows in every area, like I've said before. I'm not sure why. There just kind of is. And they still only drop pebbles. I don't think they drop anything else. I'm pretty sure it's strictly pebbles.
So you're basically just killing them for the blood, the whatever, souls?
Yep. And there's Scythe Man.
See.
Alright, so here's where we get some annoying enemies. We get Cthulhu monsters, basically.
Oh, my favorite.
Everywhere here.
I love fighting spaghetti monsters.
Also, look how spooky this, like, area just looks. It looks spooky, doesn't it?
Aren't you glad your darkness is down to 0?
I know, my brightness. You mean? Remember,
We just finished recording a Kingdom Hearts part, okay? I've just been hearing the word darkness over and over again.
Alright, so here we go. Uh-oh.
I'm sure that was supposed to happen.
It is. So this is where
And
you
I'm
farm...
also sure that didn't affect your brightness at all.
This is where you farm bloodstone chunks from these guys. This is to upgrade your weapon to maximum. And this is why I wish that I had enough space to get this part over, or to get this area over with. Because these guys, they don't always drop it. They do for the most part, but they can be annoying to farm. Just like anything, really. So there will be probably a chance that after this, or after we're done recording, it depends on where you know how far I get. I might just off-screen farm these guys for a bit and get some bloodstone chunks out of them. Blue elixir, bloodstone shard, bloodstone shard.
The way you're talking about this DLC, it's...
Well, it's the safety. I can only get one weapon to max, so I have to choose wisely which weapon I want. And you know what? I'm probably going to use this weapon that I've been using. I really like this weapon a lot. I've never used it before. But it's basically like the saw cleaver, which I have used. It's just for skill users, and I'm doing a skill build. So yeah.
Beautiful. It's the skill cleaver. Beautiful.
The skill cleaver. Yep. So there are beasts everywhere here because I don't know if you've really caught on, but humans are turning into beasts, and we're in a cathedral because of blood, and we're in a cathedral ward currently. Let's see if this guy drops it. Nope, just bloodstone shards, which I can buy right now. Or whatever. These Cthulhu monsters are everywhere, for the record. Oh god. And you get to watch him suck my brain. So they take your insight away from doing this.
Wait, it's not a good thing?
Yes and no, because sometimes you'll want the insight. Oh, I'm dead. That was actually kind of unfair.
Yeah.
There he goes. He sucked out my brain. It's good and bad because insight can make things harder. Well, it makes things harder, but it's also used as a currency. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to ignore the wolf dudes, just because now you know that's where I'm gonna farm. That's all I really need to show off. I kind of want to get rid of some of them just to make them less annoying too. I will kill the Cthulhu monsters though. Oh, I have my torch out still. Oops. Cthulhu monsters deserve.
I don't want to fight with the torch.
Cthulhu monsters deserve death.
Moral of the story.
Not all of them can cast spells, for the record. I think it's just these guys because later on in the game... Oh, he was about to grab me. I didn't realize that till last second. Shaman Bone Blade. I don't know what that actually does. Also, the chandelier that fell, all these beasts were actually on that said chandelier. That's why it fell. I like how this guy is literally sitting here for a stick attack like a jerk. I also like how he has my souls like a jerk. Get him back. Blood echoes retrieved. There's actually a really pointless emote that I'm gonna get up here just because it looks really funny.
Well, it's not pointless then, it's perfect.
Also, we do have to kill like one of these Cthulhu monsters. We have to kill. Like, you can ignore all of them except for one. Oh, he grabbed me. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Yes, and then they have that disgusting tendril. Oh wow, I didn't know that that stunned me. Wow. Oh, okay, I'm learning new things from these enemies. On the bright side, it'll make Frenzy more tolerable. Because the more, what's it called? Or the less, yeah, the more insight you have, the harder the harder it is for the easier it is for the Frenzy to kill you, or hit you rather. Alright, so the one we have to kill is up here, and unfortunately there are 2 of these enemies at once. So that's gonna suck.
That almost seems like it could be a boss on its own.
I don't think they both cast spells though at the same time. I think it's only one at a time. Nope, it's not. I'm gonna have to throw this one away. I don't like this. These guys are just super tanky, so they're hard to deal with.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression.
No! Try to stun me. Oh, fucking... They're eating away all of my insight.
Not to mention all your blood vials.
That too. It's okay though. Like, remember how I said the boss is easy here?
You said one of them was easy. You didn't know it was the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one's the easy one. So I'm not nearly worried about that. So that's not the one that we actually needed to kill. It was this guy over here. There we go. Orphanage key. And then here's the pointless, what's it called? The pointless emote.
Come on, we gotta see this. You've hyped it up now, we have to see it.
You talk to him and you make contact.
Make contact.
I mean, it's in line with the lore, you know?
Make contact, huh?
Yeah, he's trying to make contact with the Great Ones. Also, there's a jump scare up here.
I'm surprised there's no jump scares in this series, to be honest.
I mean, there kind of is. It depends, I guess, on also what you define as a jump scare.
Anything that comes out of nowhere with the loud screeching sound.
Well, that one, you're literally, if you're not looking at that window, it jumps out, and it jumps out at you. Alright, so we have to ignore these enemies down here yet again. There's also... there's something over here that I might want to get. Oh, wait, what the... I don't think he was supposed to be there. Oh god. The camera fucked up there, you'll see it.
Wow, yeah,
It locked onto the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm. And you had your brain sucked out as a result.
Yep, and I died. There's I forget what's over there, but it's a one-time only thing. Also, that stupid guy was in my path. I was gonna open the door because in case I died, I was just gonna run past all that stuff. But that stupid guy was in my way. Sure. And that would have unlocked the shortcut for me to completely ignore the wolves. The wolfy wolves. Ooh. glad invincibility frames exist.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kill this man over here. Let's kill this man over here. Getting a backstab on the Cthulhu monsters would be preferable, but all of them are in your way, and it's not very easy to sneak up on them. So we'll do Wahe. As a wise man in Banjo-Kazooie once said, Wahe. What the?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here?
Isn't that where they was before?
Yeah. Oh, you get a Cosmic Eye Watcher badge. You get another badge, which is nice. Does he have all my blood vials? I think he does. He was, but I wasn't expecting him to be right there. What? I just got hit through the wall. And I just got grabbed. I thought he was doing the spell where he was shooting it in front of this man. These guys are They're just annoying when they have like a lot of HP, which luckily this is the only area where that's really an issue. Stop it. Come here. Come here. Come here. I was just about to say I'm afraid I'm gonna get hit through the wall, and guess what happened? I got hit through the fucking wall. Okay, one of these guys have my blood
collision.
I don't know who it is, but something here has it. Ow. Alright, I'm just gonna two-hand this weapon, or rather I'm gonna get it in trick form so then it has a longer reach and I can just... That's how you actually farm these guys really efficiently, is you just get a long reach weapon, you get into a safe spot, and then you just kill them. That's like the safe way to get rid of them. Where are they? Where'd they go? Where'd the other ones go? They disappeared. Did they fall through the map? I mean, there's
this
one.
This game has good programming.
I've never seen something like this happen. There's like 3 of them. Where did they all go? If 3 of them appear while I'm attacking this guy, I'm not gonna be happy. Where did they go? What the hell? That is... Well, I guess my 40k blood souls are gone, or blood echoes are gone for... Where did they go?
Rest in peace, Blood Souls Echoes.
I'm just gonna move on because I don't know where they went. They disappeared.
We don't need this part to be another 3-hour video.
Exactly, yeah. I'm just going into the void. So there's that shortcut right there. And we're almost at the boss now.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, look at it, it's an alien. Aliens are cute.
Sure.
I think they're cute.
I still think it looks a little too much like Megamind. But...
Alright, and now we get...
Or Megamind wasn't a particularly bad movie, it's just not one I remember that well.
Alright, so here's the boss. Celestial Emissary. Since now things are all Cthulhu.
It's a fucking Megamind!
So I guess I can kind of explain the lore here a bit. So by the way, the boss is the one that doesn't have a health bar, and he's the one that's not attacking, so he's this guy right here. Basically, well, actually, this will make more sense once we get to the next boss. Ow. This boss is easy. I know I just died to him, but this boss is easy. The hard part is dealing with these annoying little guys.
Yeah, clearly.
But he literally does nothing. He just stands in the background and waits.
I'm just going to assume the lore of this is that Megamind took over the world and sent out a bunch of clones. Seriously, that looks just like him!
Yeah, it does. Well, I mean, besides, they don't have that sweet facial hair.
Okay, point made.
So you're only partly correct.
It's blue in the big head. So I guess 2/3.
Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. None of those enemies carry my souls for the record. At least I don't think they do. Because they just they infinitely spawn. Like, you can't get rid of them. And plus, if it wasn't an enemy, it would have already shown as an enemy. I'm just getting rid of some of these guys just to make it a little more manageable. Like, more will spawn, but they spawn after. They spawn slowly, rather. Slowly. I swear there was another boss like... Oh yeah, Demon Souls had a boss kind of like this. That was the first boss in that game, remember?
Oh yeah.
His name was Felix. Except this boss actually has more to him.
I mean, I would hope they would have learned something in between, what is it, 3 or 4 games?
2 games.
I mean, including this one.
So then 3 games. So yeah, he and attacks me. He's still on the easier side. The hard part is, again, just dealing with the little small fry. But he does have more to him still. Like, this isn't, he doesn't just claw at you. Okay, I'm getting fucking mauled by these tiny guys. They're just coming at me full throttle here. They're like, take me to your leader. But yeah, these... It's kind of hard with the skill weapon, too, because I have to... The skill weapons are based off of, like, doing fast damage. I'm not doing that, so...
Skill weapon is based on being skillful. Who would have thought?
Okay, now he's in his final phase. Am I gonna die again? Yeah, shit. I'm actually gonna upgrade my weapon since I know I'm gonna be using this weapon. I just remembered that mid-fight. So yeah, so in the 3rd phase he gains magic, but he has very low HP. It's kind of sad that I died to him because he's a really easy boss. But I should get him on the next go. I think I can level up my weapon like twice or something, at least. If not twice, it's gonna be at least once. So let me just use one of these. I think I should just use this now. Return to the Hunter stream really quickly. That's one thing I forgot to do is I could upgrade my weapon. Well, I was kind of torn. Remember, I didn't know which weapon I wanted.
True.
And I didn't get to this point, so I couldn't just like farm ahead of time, which is what I wanted to do initially. But I forgot that I had to do this. Oh wait, I actually can't level it up. I take that back.
Well, okay then.
There goes that plan.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of sad? This, you know, I'm saying this is like the easiest boss in the game. There's another boss that's really easy still that we haven't fought yet. He might actually be a bit easier. He's a bit easier to bait out, and he doesn't have like a million little guys trying to attack you.
I keep hearing the word easy from you, and every time I do, you die. Repeatedly.
You know what? You're right. So this boss is actually the hardest boss in the entire game. That's why I'm dying so much to it. It's, you know, Celestial Emissary, man, hard, very hard boss, hardest in the game.
Very.
And these little guys, ooh, they're. Why do you think he's so hard? Because he's got a lot of little dudes.
He's got shaved Megaminds.
I don't even think these guys have mouths. So, shaved and mouthless.
And naked.
And naked. I love this combo so much. Of just R1, R2, R1, R2. Or R1, L1, my bad. R2 is your strong attack. So I think what happens is he goes to phase 2 at half HP, which is normal. And then he goes to phase 3 at like 2/4.
Yeah.
Oh gosh! I messed up really bad there. That's why this guy's like the hardest boss in the game.
He just eats blood vials.
Like he can't control his blood. Oh. Okay then. Can't say I've seen that one before.
So now it's Cthulhu.
Yep. Now he's dead. That's why he's the hardest boss in the game. And there we go. And luckily, on the bright side, the next boss is literally right after this. Like, directly after this. So it's not like I have to go through another little section. You have to... The longest part, honestly, is there's an elevator.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah. And there's, like, these two enemies that I'm going to completely ignore. I'm going to level up, though. If I can. I believe I can level up at least once. Yeah. Actually, I can level up twice. So I'm gonna use...
Was it Blood Tinge you needed to level up a bunch to get that weapon you wanted, or...?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna use it because it's a Blood Tinge weapon. I'm not leveling up Blood Tinge, I'm leveling up skill. There we go.
Oh, okay then.
Alright. So... Now we get to go to... the Luminant Flower Gardens. And I hope you guys are ready for what a lot of people actually consider to be the hardest main game boss. So...
You know, the way you keep wording this just makes me all the more excited to see what the DLC has in store.
Oh, the DLC is like a million times harder. So this is...
Should you get a death counter up for that?
I'll consider it.
Wow, the fact he's even thinking about it is, I think that says enough.
There we go, got a spell, a Call Beyond.
Is that another weird pose?
No.
Aw. Disappointed. I was hoping you'd get one for every letter of the alphabet.
So you actually need the weird pose for something, which is great. Alright, so Altar of Despair. So basically this is a great one. they called the Great Ones here to the Cathedral Ward, and then they wanted to keep the Great One here, and not leave and be safe here while everybody was going crazy and stuff like that. So the Cathedral Ward is just kind of was the Upper Cathedral Ward was to help people, and then it was locked off so people wouldn't come up here anymore, and kind of was left abandoned. So here's the next boss.
It's just chilling here. I'm not gonna do anything mean like a monster.
You know what? I deserve that one.
Brightus?
Agritas, the daughter of the Cosmos. So, oh gosh, I do no damage, which is worrying. So attacking its disgusting head does the most damage.
You know, clearly says daughter in the title. We know it's not his.
Okay, her disgusting head.
Yeah.
So the best way to actually fight this boss is attacking from the side, because it has tentacles that are all over the place. Attack its head when you can, because attacking the head does way more damage. But I wouldn't say, like, go for it, and I'm really scared about the second half of this battle, because Agritas casts spells that
And you are doing virtually no damage, so...
It's because the head's the weak spot. And I can't hit the head very easily. Actually, I could if I did this. That's risky, because I have to go for 2 hits. At that point, it's just worth it. Also, people consider her owl very hard because when she attacks, her tentacles sort of like loom. Like they have like an after hit, so you can dodge her main attack, right? Mm-hmm. And then she'll I could have hit her head if I wasn't stuck inside of her. And then like so she'll like attack with her head, right? And then you'll be like, okay, I'm safe because I missed. Oh god, she can also cause frenzy. I forgot about that. Actually, I might have low enough. What's it called? Where I might not get frenzy. Yeah, ha ha! So the little Cthulhu monsters actually help me out.
Okay then.
This boss is so much easier if you have a strength weapon. Because you do much more damage. Oh, I can just roll attack. So now's the hard part. She casts spells. She's really aggressive now. The spells easily one-shot me.
Great. Always good when enemies are able to one-shot you. Again, we just got off the Kingdom Hearts video, so I dealt with a lot of that. I can chance him once more for the week. Clearly.
I mean, you're not gonna get those until very.
I know.
There is a way.
Once more, it's not even in case one.
Yeah. There is a way to tell if she's doing her what's it called, her magic. I'm looking. I need to pay attention because if she does it, I need to back the fuck away. Okay, this is a really stressful battle.
I can tell you're...
I died.
You were so close!
I know, that was super stressful. Ugh. I thought I healed, but I think I was in mid-animation, but I got hit, so it didn't happen. Oh, I wish I had, I wish I could buff my weapon or something, but I can't. On the bright side, I have a decent amount of blood vials currently. And on the second bright side, I get the next part, since this is going to be its own part. The next part has the Nightmare Mensis, has a really good farming spot for both blood vials and souls. So, yay. Or blood ghost. Also, there's an NPC I can summon here, but I'm not going to. So luckily she's not aggressive now, like when you attack, like when she gets aggressive when you get close enough. So what I need to do is I need to just get hit less in this beginning part. Of course I need to get hit less as a whole, but...
Well, that goes without saying. Do better in boss fights, don't get hit.
I was kind of more worried at the end of that first attempt, mostly because I was running out of blood vials. Like, sure, she was nearly dead, but I was running out of blood vials, and at that point I was getting scared. I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna fail really hard, aren't I? I also played a big 3D/super aggressive on the way in, mostly because I was like, okay, I'm running out of blood vials. If I play defensively, this is going to go really bad for me. Like right now, I'm playing super aggressive too. Ow. It's fucking tentacles.
Wouldn't be a Cthulhu game without it.
This is, besides the one Reborn, this is probably our second, like, elegant abomination we've really seen. It's also very easy to get stuck in this boss, which is actually both a good and bad thing. You might assume it'd be bad. Good, sometimes. Also, I'm scared about this battle too because she didn't cast any fucking spells, and I'm scared that she's just gonna cast spells like crazy now in the second one that's not doing right here. Like now. Oh wait, no, she's just backing away. That's how scared I am.
Understandably.
Like, at full HP, it's basically a one-shot if I dodge it incorrectly. Also, yes, I take damage just by standing here. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh yeah. In the rest of the game you would call that bleeding damage.
Bleed is just frenzy in this series. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad it's happening.
Just let it happen. Don't complain.
Casting a spell. Yeah, I was about to say, now might be the worst time. Her cast a spell! Oh, the camera scared me there. I thought I was directly under her! Good time to back away. Oh! Oh my god! This is so stressful.
You're close to help you with that blast cry, so
Did I just die? No way! No! Whoa!
Oh wow. You can barely even see the health bar.
The same thing happened to me when I first fought the Bloodstarved Beast. I never showed you that video. I was streaming it and I spent 3 hours killing that thing. I finally thought I got it, Guess what? I didn't fucking get it. Damn! I'm getting these really good fights, but I am just fucking up at the end every time. Okay, okay. It's probably because I'm getting so stressed out near the end. I'm like, oh god, sort of thing. You know, like panic. This is gonna be the run, right?
Of course. I mean, it would be really awful if it... I mean, just don't let it take more or less than Megamind. Do it.
What the? I just got pushed.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I should probably get rid of that. Also, this boss, like basically every boss in this game and franchise, is very good. As a matter of fact, the composer of this song wound up composing, I think, being the like lead composer for Dark Souls 3.
Oh, that's not even remotely a surprise, but okay.
Well, I mean, this person who composed this song composed only like 3 songs for this game. Like they weren't one of the main composers.
The only thing you have that attacks the head is the gun, and that thing does so little damage, it's not even really worth the bonus.
Yeah, well, I haven't leveled it up. Oh, wait, actually. Oh, wait, no, I do need my. I do want my bludgeon up, kind of. I do want to wear the gun. I do love that weapon.
Well, when you're done with this boss, I'm sure you'll get a level up.
Well, it's conflicting. I want it, but at the same time, I feel like it's not worth getting 8 levels of blood tinge up just for that weapon. It's like, it's really good, but I don't know if it's like
8 level ups worth.
Yeah, like
good.
Rushing, especially like end game. Okay, now we're at the scary part. She still has yet to cast a spell, which again, I am very surprised about.
Don't complain, just take it.
Yeah, no, really, I should, because the spell is scary.
Someone that just spent an hour on one boss. I don't want to see that happen to you.
This boss is very well possible, especially with this. Oh, she's casting a spell! Okay. Rather, this is probably going to be a failed run since I'm running out of blood vials. I knew I was getting too lucky with that. Except she's getting stuck in a loop again.
Just take it. Don't talk. Just take it.
Yeah, I need to focus. Super hungry.
Another one.
Okay, I take that. Wait, no. Oh, Lord.
Take 4. Take 4.
Oh, that spell is so scary, though. Again, I feel so much more comfortable if I had was using a strength weapon. I don't even know if a strength weapon would honestly make a difference. Hey, look it. I wonder what's going on down there. You can't go there, so... Ow! Well, I have to use a blood vial. Oh, goodbye, Megamind. I was actually hoping that would happen way earlier, but it didn't. I was like, whatever. Alright, so I can get a free attack if I just walk up to her. I think. I might not be able to because I have a short weapon, but we'll see. I'll try it. So I'm curious. I know you have the guide still up. Does the guide mention how much HP she has?
I just have the patient mentions all the bosses. I didn't open Briar's page. I'll open it now.
I'm genuinely curious. I think she has somewhere near like 11,000 or something. Like it
does not.
Just go on the Bloodborne wiki, you'll find it. This is just a very curious question. I think it's somewhere around like 11,000 though. I should have died from that though.
Where are you at? Apparently it shows up in 2 different places and it has different HP depending on where you are.
I don't know where else you can fight this thing. Besides the game plus. Maybe in the...
It says Altar of Despair and Great King's Chalice.
Oh, you can fight him in a Chalice dungeon? I'm in the Altar of Despair.
Okay, well the Altar of Despair one has a very specific number. 12,493 HP.
That's close.
Basically 12,500.
That's another reason why this boss is considered hard. It's very tanky. And if I had a strength weapon, because strength weapons are big, that's why I would like one, because then I could actually hit the head way easier. Right now I'm sort of relegated to hitting the side. I know there's ways to like bait it out, but I don't know how. I just know it's possible. And I can stop that. I'm gonna die! Never mind. For now. Okay, she's casting the spell. I'm actually kind of glad. This way already. I'm seeing if I can bait out that blind. There. Okay, that did not work at all. I might die because the aura. There. Okay, the flying attack is... Oh god. And that's why the spell is the worst. I love this boss.
I can tell.
I was so close to beating her twice, especially the second go! Oh, that's the...
You couldn't even see the red on her health bar.
That's
how close he was.
That's the depressing part, is that I was that close. I guarantee you she probably had like 30 HP or something along those lines left. Is Megamind gonna fall in the elevator again with us?
Come on, Mega.
That's
No.
a yes. He gave me a hug
Yes?
too.
Oh, great.
I actually lost a little bit of HP from that.
Just really wanted to give you a hug.
That's funny. Yeah, okay, it's not worth going for the head. Unless it's like down.
I wouldn't. It gave you about 200 the last time you attacked it, right? This is 115. Yeah. And obviously, it'd be better if you could hit the head at all times.
Yeah, like if
but
I could hit it at all times, that'd be a different story. But since I can't, I can hit it like every other attack in trick at best. But that's kind of hard to do because I have to do 2 attacks. I don't know how I keep getting her in that loop, but if I could get her stuck in that just over and over again, I would be happy. Why did she charge at me? That was rude. My stamina management has been kind of
I've noticed. Basically, you're always hovering at the bottom.
Please tell me I'm not going to. I think I should be good.
Well, I mean, it would be more canonically correct.
She made me insane that first time because, or the one time she ate me because I think it's because she was eating me. It keeps refreshing it. So.
Usually, I was just being a dumb joke, but the fact that you're playing Joker. That's, okay.
Really good job. Now I'm like sloppy. That's going next 2. Phase 2 is where I want the most blood vials because.
You're lucky to come in here with half.
Fucked up from dodging because I was trying to distance myself. Oh! 2 times without her using the spells, and now she's using it at all times. I hate it. I've spent like 20 minutes, I think, on this boss so far.
Something like that.
You know what that makes me scared for besides the DLC? Because now I'm absolutely mortified of the DLC. But, I'm also very scared. Megamind, please go on the this. Now I'm really scared about if I'll run out of blood vials.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that.
Like, when is it gonna get to that point?
Oh, Megamind failed us.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to her and get that free attack. It's like 400 damage, but you know what? Gosh dang it. It's 400.
Every hit counts.
It's 400 free damage, right? Yeah, it was 300. Close enough. Doing that.
I'm glad that this boss is really stupid sometimes.
Yep.
We should get your blood soul
No,
Echo
not
whatever's
really
that.
worth it. I had like 9,000 when I first entered the arena, and it was like in the spot where I would have to run back and get it, and I'm just like, so. Hugging the side usually works well for me against this boss, but I feel like hugging the head actually might be better. Not only because the head can possibly drop, like by hitting it just enough, but like she might just do like the head smash, and it's a surefire way to get some.
Launching a bunch of potential thumbnails to fuel everyone's nightmares. Perfect.
Just get a close-up of her head. Alright, sword attack. Here we go. That's 1,400 damage, so that's good. Oh no, she's not insane. I thought that was going to go terribly for me, but it only went terribly. No, I'm dead.
Just thinking, you know, aren't you overdue for a spell? Said, aren't you overdue to being delicious?
Oh, I hate Frenzy so much. I hate it so much. My blood vials don't heal me enough. I spam that button. I was like, I have to heal. I have to get to full HP. Otherwise, I'm dead. I couldn't do it. Okay, I still have 21 blood vials. Every time I die, I'm scared that I'm just gonna have like 19 or something. Every time I spawn, it's have 21.
For what it's worth, apparently the recommended level for this boss is 70. So,
I'm level 60. I don't know what
yeah.
70 will do, honestly.
I mean, you could wield that weapon.
At its best, this weapon would be upgraded more. But I'm so fucking determined. I nearly beat her twice!
And those are your first 2 tries.
Ow. But now my main issue is I can't fucking... I keep getting hit. Look at this. I've only hit her once and now I'm like... I'll take this entire time to focus on the battle. So expect me to be very quiet.
Seems like you're getting hit an awful lot this time.
I'm trying to focus. Now I have to be a Christmas fucking miracle for me to win now.
Yeah. You're basically out of blood vials considering the point of the fight you're in.
I love
Oh.
Sam I Am.
Oh no, he's referencing Dr. Seuss. That's how you know it's bad.
Why is his name Sam? Why is it Sam I Am? Why can't it be Sam for Clan?
Between eggs and ham. And that entire story exists for the sake of going through the bet. Yet somehow it's still one of the most famous stories. I just love that about it. Arguably one of the most famous Dr. Seuss stories was only written because of a bet.
I am Sam! Sam I am! Sam! I am dead. Sam, comma, I am dead.
Sam, I am dead.
Is this where I don't have enough? Is this where I lost all my blood vials right here? I swear, I'm gonna keep going until I have to. Fuck.
You are at... Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna come to this boss at a later point. Probably in the next part after I beat the next area.
Do you want to just do some grinding off screen and then finish it off in this part, or?
No. No.
Okay, well,
No.
in that case, sorry for that last half hour, however long it was, but...
That's what happens when you watch Bloodborne or it's a Souls game, is that happens. So we'll see you guys in the next part where we do the Nightmare of Mensis.
And this again.
And this again, except this time, I'm gonna kick this boss's ass.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Y'all then.
I might not do this boss in the next part, but you know, we'll see. What the fuck?
Gonna do it eventually.
Anyway, see you guys in the next part. Bye.
So, I'm guessing you want to go grind some